Hi, this is Bill Weimer again with a few thoughts for you. I'm trying to do a few little daily devotions on crisis calmness. When we were many years ago, just new grandparents, we were keeping our first grandson and letting his mom and dad have a day to themselves. Our son said to Ethel, "If you'll just drive around in the car if you have to do an errand and go around quietly and slowly, he'll just drop off to sleep." So we bundled the little guy up and secured him in his child seat in the back seat behind us, and Ethel took me to a nursing home where I needed to visit somebody in the nursing home. She let me off at the entrance, and then she drove around the parking lot slowly and around again slowly, around again and past the front of the entrance to the nursing home slowly again. And she came around for the third or fourth time, and all of a sudden a little voice popped up from the back. "This is it, Grandma. Stop the car. This is it." Sometimes we just have to stop and assess where we are, don't we? This little 1.5-year-old knew that that's where he was supposed to be or pick up his pop-up, and so he said, "Stop the car." A short passage in the Gospel of Mark tells us about Jesus and his disciples. They were out on the lake, probably fishing, possibly going across the lake. And so as they were going across to the other side, they left the crowd behind in Mark chapter 4, verse 35. He was in the boat, he, Jesus, with them, and there were other boats with them as they were crossing over the Sea of Galilee. Suddenly, a furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the edge of the boat, and it was nearly swamped. You know, those fishing boats in those days were low in the water. There wasn't much distance between the top of the side and the edge of the water, sometimes called freeboard for ships. And now the waves were choppy and coming over the water, the winds were blowing, and they were worried about drowning. Jesus was back in the back of the boat, the stern, sleeping, it says, on a cushion. The disciples came to him and woke him and said, "Teacher, don't you care if we drowned?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Be quiet, be still." And then the winds died down, and the sea was calm, and the threat was over. And he said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have such little faith?" And they were amazed and asked each other, "Who is this, that even the wind and the waves obey him?" A great short story in Mark that he's put in his gospel for us, that Jesus out with these disciples and friends crossing over the Sea of Galilee was involved in a storm. You've been in a storm, as I have. Yes, sometimes a weather storm, but sometimes a storm of life, where circumstances and unexpected things come upon us, like this virus has on our country and on the world. It's like waves are coming over the side of our boat and winds are blowing us here and there, and we don't have much control over it. But Jesus said, "Stop, be still." I think he not only spoke to the wind and the waves for them to be still, but I think he spoke to the disciples. Be quiet, be still. I am here, I am with you. And so in this time of crisis and difficulty, we too need to stop and be still and know that the Lord is with us. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.